Yo, 2026 and the link is feeling cold. Stories of a super runner getting kinda old. Jalen under fire, say his vision's getting tight. Calling them uncoachable every single night. AJ in the tray, got me in my field. Mr. Hollywood is the brownest on the field. Man, he ain't calling plays, I'll be searching for the spark. Eagles flying solo, hunting shadows in the dark. Rabel and Rossini trying to launch a master plan. Ever since the photos got you sitting with the fans. Draft day approaching, how we sitting on this perch. Gotta fill some holes, so you know he's on the search. 10 toes down with the Eagles on the scene. Watching out for Cap, cause your boy is bleeding green. Searching through the trending topics, info moving slow. Pro fan talk, always keep you in the know. Pro fan talk. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk. Where the real ones ball. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. Pro fan talk. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk. Where the real ones ball. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. Pro fan talk.
What's going on, guys? Good evening to you. Happy Wednesday to you. What's going on? Nothing crazy in the news cycle today. More Vrabel and Rossini news. Everybody's crashing out over the statement by Vrabel. But as far as news, draft news, more of the same. Everybody jockeying for position. Trying to get your big board ready. Trying to be able to pounce if you see a hole and you can exploit it and move up the draft or trade back or different things like that, man. Yeah, 24 hours away. 24 hours away, man. So we'll see. The CJ comments. I saw the CJ comments. I will say this about CJ. CJ, he says what's on his mind. The problem is he has a biased look because when I saw that, and he's talking about, and this is the thing that all of media does, especially when you're talking about people that are from the outside looking in, and CJ's on the outside looking in now. Yes, he knows people that are still here. He can talk to teammates, but when you on the guys that are on the team, when they say Philly, they're referencing the radio. They're referencing sports talk radio, because I would argue Philly don't want AJ gone. The majority of Philly does not want AJ Brown gone. But the minority that really does want him gone are the loudest. That's what I would argue. The majority of fans in Philly do not want to see AJ Brown go. But the minority that want to see him out of here is much louder. Even the people, you even have a big contingency of people that don't necessarily like how AJ Brown has handled himself, but understand the production he puts on the field. They can separate the two. I can separate the two. But I count myself as in one of those camps where I don't, it doesn't bother me, some of his antics and some of the things, because that should never bother somebody. The only thing, because what he does once he leaves the stadium is his business. And I'll bring the reference in with Vrabel and Rossini. What they do outside is their business, whether you like it or not. The only thing I'm concerned about is what he brings when he walks into the link. What's up, Philly sports dude? Appreciate you, man. That's the only thing I want to know, and that's the only thing I care about. I appreciate you, James Franklin. When it comes to what AJ Brown is going to do. What's up, Jarvin Ravenel? I hope I said that right. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming on my squad, man. Like all this other stuff with AJ, it just, to me, it just doesn't bother me because I've been in those situations. I've been in situations where you just, like, people are jerks, people are assholes. But when they step on that field, That's the dude that you want to go to battle with. And that's the nature of this beast. That's the nature of this business. You ain't got to be friends with everybody. You don't have to be friends with everybody. What you do have to do is when you step on that field, you better be about business. Our friendship is not required. It helps, but it's not required. Your focus is. We don't have to be friends to be on the same page. You cannot be my friend and still get a good block that springs me for a touchdown. AJ and Jalen do not have to be friends for Jalen to drop back and see AJ Brown breaking across the zone wide open. You don't have to be friends to do that. You don't have to be friends to do your job. There's plenty of people that you work with right now that you can't stand. What did that comedian say? Some more. She said, all of them people on your job that you just want to whoop ass. She said she's gonna start a company called Uber Beats, so you can schedule ass whoopings for your coworkers. You don't have to get along with everybody, and rarely does somebody get along with everybody. If you do know that special person that gets along with everybody, that's not the person you worried about. Anyways, that's not the person that's looking for the smoke. Not hardly. I mentioned that before. That's why I was so. That's why I'm so against Sean Payton, solely because of what he did with Russell Wilson. Tried to embarrass him on national television. No, he didn't try to do anything. He did. He embarrassed him on national television, and all of the rhetoric that he went through, very, in my opinion, very unprofessional. All of that type of shit. And the reason why he did it to Russ is because he knew Russ ain't about that life. Russ ain't gonna come back with nothing. That's just not in his personality. Russ is a good dude. And he exploited that. And like, man, you don't do people like that. You want to bench him, bench him. But you ain't got to try to humiliate him and all of that bullshit that he did. That was too much, in my opinion. Way too much. But I know there's a lot of players that he couldn't have got away with that with. But some players would have been like, F this. You ain't gonna disrespect me on national television. And they'd have punched him in his damn jaw. But he picked the right one. Because he knew he had somebody that really wasn't going to fight back or really was not going to say something back. Or, hell, you can even look at A.J. Brown when A.J. Brown and Sirianni got into it on the sideline one time. I don't know what Sirianni said to him, but A.J. turned around and came right back at him. Like, you got the right one. You can't say any old thing to any old body. It don't work that way. So most of them guys that are bully type coaches that they like to call it in your face type of coach, that don't work these days. You can get away with that in the 70s and the 80s, hell, and even in the 90s. But the 2000s, nah, bro. You can't swing that way. Because one of these young kids is liking to knock you out. Smooth the F out. And won't think twice about it. So as far as what CJ said, I don't disagree with him, but I think for the most part, I think that is the minority of Philadelphia that feels that way about AJ. I still think the majority of people don't want AJ Brown gone, and they understand and they appreciate what he brought to the table. I do. I've been saying that for the last week and a half. AJ, if I sure wish you could stay. But if it is your will to go to the Patriots, good luck to you. Thanks for the ring. I wish you nothing but the best. So I don't. This is football. This is the business of the NFL. This happens every year. Unfortunately, it's our turn. It's our turn. I don't know. All I know is the grass ain't necessarily greener on the other side. But we'll see. We have to play the games to find out if he makes the right decision. He got to live with that. there might come a day where he says, "Damn, I should have stayed in Philadelphia." There might come a day. There might come a day where we deep in the playoffs and he's not. He's sitting at home watching. There might come a day. So CJ Gardner-Johnson is on the outside looking in now. But I appreciate, because that's twice he done put something on Twitter and was like, y'all barking up the wrong tree. Y'all, I think he did that. He came to bat for Jalen one time, and then of course this time when they're talking about AJ Brown. So it's this national narrative has wheels of its own now. And ain't nobody trying to find out the truth. Everybody just want to, you used to be able to have conversations about this stuff. Now you don't. It's just like, if you don't agree with my take, you're either a hater or a stan, or I still don't know what a stan is, but you understand what I'm saying. It's like there's no gray area. There's no room for discussion. It's my way or the highway. That's how messed up it is right now. So, Chris, he could be, but at the end of the day, it's a blip in time, man. I'm not going to put too much into it. I know CJ Gardner-Johnson still got friends on these teams, and he's trying to put something down to, show his loyalty and all of that kind of stuff. And I understand that and appreciate that. And that's as far as I'm gonna take it. CJ ain't got to prove nothing to us. I'm sure once he put that statement out, or he put that post out on Twitter, or however he did it, I'm sure people were coming up like, yeah, that's my man, right? CJ was my guy. And it was people that hated CJ. They just don't, whether they didn't like the way he played, or he was mouthy, or whatever. Some people can they'll cook up any reason to hate on somebody. So, ain't really much you can do about that. But keep playing. So, yeah, I guess. Stan is another word for kiss ass. Okay. So a fan. That's all it is. I thought it was somebody I thought they came up with a different word for Karen, like a male Karen. But I don't know. These young kids and these words, man. Get in your thesaurus. I think it's hard to find a coach in general that's middle ground. That's a hard ass and a player friendly coach, because it's either one or the other. It's maybe you haven't seen some, but I've seen them. You don't have to be, Andy Reid is a great example. But Andy Reid had what's his names that never gets hired. Guy used to play for Colorado. What's the coach? We tried to get him. Well, I wanted to get him here, but he ended up going to Washington. What's the running backs coach? Why am I blanking on his name, man? See, what I tell you about that CTE? EB, thank you. Eric Bieniemy. Thank you. Thank you. Apparently, Eric Bieniemy has the worst interviews in the world. Forget that he knows football. Maybe he just doesn't interview well. And you can't tell me he's from the tree of Andy Reid. You can't tell me somebody don't want to give him a shot, but somebody don't want to give him a shot. To me, that's somebody owes somebody. Because that doesn't make sense. For all these other coaches to get jobs and get opportunities, and somebody's that been around for a while, got the experience, he got everything but the right thing. So it's all about, Do you fit in a specific area in an environment at any given time? Everybody can't say that because there's not many that do it. There's not many that do it, and you got to be able to digest all of the stuff where you moving from to where you moving to. What's the attitude in the city? What are the kids like? What are the fans like? What like you have to take all of that stuff into consideration because that can affect your life. That might be affecting the peace in your life. You know what I'm saying? Remember, um, was it Kevin? What was it last Thanksgiving where the kids threw eggs at Kevin Patullo's house? Like, what do you do when he gets to that point? People start wilding out. Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot, man, but I don't believe it. I don't think the Eagles won't have a bad season. I think Jalen's going to be fine. Um, Smitty might. There's a possibility that Smitty doesn't have the breakout year that everybody thinks he's going to have. There's a possibility that maybe we do suffer from the loss of AJ Brown. Because remember, we still, regardless of who you want to put over there, Hollywood or any of the other guys, Darius Cooper, whoever. Thank you, sir. Coach, I'm going to use my Dolphins as a perfect example. We hired Mike McDaniel because he was a so-called running game genius. Y'all had Achane. Guess that didn't work out. He was a player-friendly coach. Yeah. And your players will watch you pack your shit up and leave. So, listen, I'm guilty of that, man. I'm guilty of that. Because how many times did I say Jeff Stoutland was untouchable? I'm looking at let me see if I can bring this up. It's a picture of, y'all may have seen it. The picture of Jalen walking off the field after Super Bowl 50 with the confetti flagging the all of the Chiefs colors. It's you get somebody that can perform the way Jalen Hurts performed. Everybody wants to tear him down, and they can't. So what do? They wait until now. So Jalen's been masterful at this. He don't say nothing he don't want to say. He ain't been nowhere he ain't want to go. He is masterful at this. Let's see. Try to set. Yeah. It was good until it wasn't, right? Ain't that what I always say? But we got to take into consideration that nobody else is doing what Jalen is doing. They introduced him. If they hated Jalen Hurts so much, why did they introduce him with that group before the compound, before the tournaments? Planting seeds already. Look at John Harbaugh talking to I can't even pronounce. Let me see. Alvaro Reese. What was I just looking at? Somebody. Patriots are actively trying to trade for Falcons tight end Kyle Pitts ahead of tomorrow's draft. So there you go. All the wheeling and dealing is already started. It's already started. So this is we at the final countdown, man. It's gonna be hell, it's the Wild Wild West out there now. I'm just looking at this. Hold on. I'm just looking at is that Lord Brunson it got this. That time I was just talking about this when CJ was on the sideline and Sirianni and AJ Brown got into it for some reason. And CJ is just standing in front of him trying to calm the situation. But you never know, like what was the situation? What could Sirianni have done that like required that type of response? That's what I want to know. Okay. Eagles hosted standout Arizona State wide receiver Jordan Tyson on a top 30 visit. Maybe they'll take him, maybe they won't. Who knows? It's hard. It's a hard one to make, man. There's so many good people. But I trust that Howie's got his big board ready. He already knows who's available and at what price. Yeah, Frado, I don't disagree with that at all, bro. I don't disagree with that at all. Something must have happened that day where he just he snapped on him. I don't know what Sirianni said to him. I don't know what he said back, but he snapped big time. Let me see. Sirianni called another hitch route. That's funny. What did I miss here? I'm seeing Caitlin Clark everywhere. Y'all know I cover the W, so I'm trying to see, is this breaking news? Do I need to go live on my Hoops channel after this? The Fever superstars going to need to back up her talk in year 3. I don't disagree with that at all. That's just the way it go. Just the way it go. Let me see something here. Yeah, we got to see what the pass game look like, man. I'm on the NFL Pro website, and I was trying to look up some stuff on Dontayvion Wicks to see what we got, see what we're dealing with, because we're gonna learn a lot in camp. I got to see what we got here from this young kid. Still relatively young. This will be his 4th year in the league. And kind of what scared me was everybody started spouting off the same stuff that we did with Quez Watkins. Really fast, good size, can get over the top, just have problems getting his arms up on that ball. So, but we'll see. He gonna get his opportunity to play. Sometimes all you need is a change in environment, and things will work out for the better. Search up Wicks on Twitter and check out one of his videos showing his route running. I watched a couple videos on there. I've seen some stuff. Let me see. Trying to find it. Did I share it? There we go. That's the one you talking about. They always want to show these training montages, and they're great. But have your opponent put some flags on or some pads on or something, shells up top. So you don't. It's hard to get a sense of what somebody can do on the field when they're not even wearing their full potential. Very interesting. I guess because they ain't got nothing to lose. They want to keep that attention span. That makes sense. So we'll see. We shall see. Wicks, though, he was with the Green Bay Packers all 3 years. This is his fourth year. He came in the league in 2023. And really just pedestrian numbers across the board. 3,200 rankings, targets, receptions. What is now? See, this is the interesting stuff. 2023, 581 yards. 2024, 415. 2025, 332. Good Lord. Not much in the stat category, but it is what it is by this time. It is what it is. What if Dallas Goedert becomes the primary option? Hey, depending on what we do, that is not out of the realm of possibility. That is not out of the realm of possibility because you don't know how this guy wants to run his offense. That's the first thing. Yes, we can go to Green Bay, watch tape, and get clues, but now we got somewhere up close and personal. So, what's up, TDK? Uh-oh. Let me see. Let's get back here. Yes, sir. Oh. What did I just? Oh, no. Kraft was on. Time does everything start tomorrow? What time's the coverage start? Do y'all think Howie's going to move up? I think he is. I think he is, and I think he's going to try to make a big splash tomorrow. Because one move can just erase all of this A.J. Brown talk. One move. So let's see if he makes that call. Let's see if he makes it early. We shall see. We shall see. But in Howie we trust, or at least I do. He ain't really steered us wrong yet. So we'll see what they're going to do. We'll see what they're going to do. So, trying to see. Live and upcoming. Trying to figure out. It starts at 7, I believe. If it starts at 7, I guess I'm going to be started at like 6 for my live stream. Now, you know, when Tennessee picks, they're going to get booed. Jeremiah Love. Talking about all of these people. Cowboys don't want to talk long-term deals. Vrabel, it was difficult. I had difficult talks over Rossini photos. I'm sure you did. Mike Tomlin's going to be in the booth now. See what they do. Yeah. Cody K, I'm with you 100%, man. I'm more partial to Sadiq, but we'll see how we gonna do. I hope he on the phone wheeling and dealing already. The thing with the Patriots, man, everybody, this conversation just won't die. And of course, everybody's looking at Mike Vrabel's comments, and they ready to. he already been raked over the coals. Now they're just looking for a bucket to keep it all in. So, and I say Vrabel, the Athletic should give Vrabel her job back. If ain't nothing gonna happen to him, should nothing happen to her. Period. Yes. Yes. Everybody having the love fest with Drake May. Guess what? You got a year to settle in and put them things on. Well, it's the same thing. If she didn't resign, they was gonna fire her. So to me, that's the same thing. We nitpicking. We nitpicking. But they should have. If Vrabel ain't gonna catch no smoke, she shouldn't catch no smoke, or at least it should be equal, because they both equally to blame. So I know he said he had some hard conversations with some people. I'd be good enough to know, just with the people you have on your team, are you going to do anything different? Are you going to let Jalen be Jalen? And that's pretty much what you got to do. You just got to, what they say, let go and let God. Because you never know what's going to walk down that stage, man. You don't. They might be smiling in your face and then stabbing your back the next night. So stay away. I don't know what they're going to do as far as like when they get everybody. I know they're going to have the stage ready, but trying to go through most of these prospects and it's too overload of information. But we'll see what they're going to do. Mendoza's going to go number one to Las Vegas. And everything else after that, nobody knows. Everybody's guessing. And I think once this happens and once the draft is out of the way, I think everybody's going to breathe a sigh of relief for Ang and his just the way it's going to go. You have to be ready. All of the like when you look at the booth with Kuiper there, somebody's going to do something, say something. It's going to throw everybody off. Happens every year. It's going to throw everybody off. So whether it's the domino effect, somebody talking about somebody getting in trouble, at this point, man, just get the draft over with. Let's get who we need to get, and let's keep it moving. That's where I fall in. Let's go. Whoever we going to get, we get. So it's I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it. We've been ready for this since we lost to the 49ers. That's how long we've been looking for this. Now how we got here might be a little rocky, but for the most part, we here. So I don't think anybody's worried about Seattle repeating. Has anybody even mentioned those words? Ain't nobody watching this stuff. They know what they know where the bread is buttered. So we're gonna see what we're gonna see tomorrow. So, but I'm gonna cut this one short. So we rock 35, 36 minutes. I got some other stuff I gotta do tonight. Because I gotta prep for tomorrow. So, but we are here. Tomorrow's the day. It's Howie season. This is what he does best. So I'm gonna step out of the kitchen and let him cook. Let him cook. How do I feel about Stephen Jones saying it's hard to pay elite wide receivers so they might trade Pickens? Dallas has just done things like that. I know it sounded good to him. So if they do it, that's as far as they gotta go. But you're gonna get people like that all the time. All the time. The Joneses down in Dallas, man. When it comes to this stuff, they can't. They failing. They failing. So AJ's gonna go wherever he feels he needs to go, and best of luck to him. That's how I feel right now. We know what it was. We saw him produce. We know what he can do when he gets the ball in his hands. All of that stuff, we've seen it for ourselves. And let me see. All right, let's just do this. All right. Let's say tomorrow. Hold on. I can still find out. Wait a minute. NFL 2026 NFL draft. All right, this is Wikipedia. Pittsburgh. There we go. April. Come on, man. All this information on draft, but nobody tells me what time the official time. I'm guessing 7 p.m. Damn. What time is 2026 NFL draft? 8 p.m. All right. So it starts at 8 p.m. Cover starts at 8 p.m. They're just gonna go through the first the first round picks. Starts at 8. That means I'm gonna probably fire up at like 7:30 tomorrow. So this should be fun. I got some graphics to update real quick for this game. So I got a lot of homework to do tonight. So I am gonna get out of here because I got a lot of work to do tonight. And we are here, man. And before you know it, we'll be in camp talking about what somebody did to leave us and whether it was the right move. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But all right, man. I'm going to get up out of here. It's been a good night. Good conversations today, man. Lunch was fire. I just recorded a video. I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't know if y'all are into the nerd culture, but I just started a gaming channel. I've got like maybe 30 subscribers, but make sure you mosey on over there to Coach Markus Games and subscribe to that. I just did a review of the trailer for Clayface. Man, let me tell you, that was off the chain. Off the chain. So check it out if you can. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Pro Fan Talk, Pro Fan Hoops, and Coach Markus Games. And we're going to keep this thing going. Very big day tomorrow. Happy to share it with you. And tomorrow the mics will be open. The mics will be open all day tomorrow. So, because I know it's going to take a while. But all right, y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all tomorrow, draft day. Draft day. All right. So y'all be good. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Go Birds.
Yeah. Yo, 2026 and the link is feeling cold. Stories of a super runner getting kinda old. Jalen under fire, say his vision's getting tight. Calling them uncoachable every single night. AJ in the tray, got me in my field. Mr. Hollywood is the brownest on the field. Man, he ain't calling plays, I'll be searching for the spark. Eagles flying solo, hunting shadows in the dark. Rabel and Rossini trying to launch a master plan. Ever since the photos got you sitting with the fans. Draft day approaching, how we sitting on this perch. Gotta fill some holes, so you know he's on the search. 10 toes down with the Eagles on the scene. Watching out for Cap, cause your boy is bleeding green. Searching through the trending topics, info, moving slow. Pro fan talk, always keep you in the know. Pro fan talk. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk. Where the real ones bar. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. Pro fan talk. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk. Where the real ones bar. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. Pro fan talk.